Okay, hi. I haven't done this in a while, and it's because I didn't trade for, I think, a month. I just put the trades in, and I actually realized that today is the last time I traded was the 14th of April, and today is the 14th of May. And it's very interesting. As you can see, I lost $5. I actually decreased my share size to 50 shares at the time. Uh, as you probably aware, I don't know, depending when you're watching it, but in the last, I don't know, it's been what, 2 months maybe. The market has been crazy slow. It's the growth stocks have been selling off really sharply. Um, so it's not the market that we had last year, um, like last year most of the time, and early this year, January, February. So unfortunately, for those of us who started trading just now, it is a really tough environment, and it takes a lot of adjustment. Hence, I've decided not to trade at all. Just look at the market, and just soak up what's going on and take it easy, because I see lots of people in chat rooms and other places like on YouTube and everywhere that people are still stuck with some big positions like I've been in March last year, and they're hoping the stock market will go up. For me, I wanted it to go down, but it reversed um, uh, after March last year. So yeah, so I wanted to avoid that, and I had a pretty bad and rough start, as can be seen over here. So I'm just reducing my share size. So I lost only $5, and then after commissions, it's only 8.35. So let me just go back here and um, show you what I've done. Basically, let's start with that. So I had AMC was very hot yesterday. I know there was some pumping, I guess, on Wall Street bets. Pumping? No, just pushing it higher, whatever you want to call it. They were pushing it nicely, and today it continued early in the day. There's my scribbles over here. Um, so basically it opened up when it opened up it sold off, and then it started to build higher lows, right? Hold on, where's the, yeah, high lows. This is the setup I was actually watching. Well, I saw it, but I didn't realize it is going to break that early. So I kind of drew that triangle, um, and over here you can see it was very tight, and I just watched it as it went up, and I was really surprised by how strong it was. So I missed that trade. Well, I missed a lot of trades in the last month, but then it started to have this ascending triangle, whatever the flag, building that flag, but there was less interest in it, and it sold off eventually. Um, and here in this when it kind of built this triangle here, I decided that I'll try it. It was at the break of 5 minutes, and I thought maybe 12.05 it will go higher, having done this nice move earlier today. But that was the end of it. At least up to this point, it was 12 o'clock. I think yesterday it started moving quite about that time. Let's just actually go back to yesterday and see what it was doing. Yeah, you see it built this thing here. You can straight away see it. So I lost my drawings on this, but if you drew kind of a pattern here and a pattern here, oh, not this one, that one. So you can see that it broke out of this pattern here, and it just went wild. So I kind of, and that's actually similar time, right? 12-ish, 1 o'clock. This is 1 o'clock. So I was hoping that it would do something similar, um, but on a much smaller um, flag, whatever. But yeah, having such a low volume, and it wasn't in play basically at the moment. It wasn't in play in any shape or form with such a low volume, um, and there was no one to push it higher. So I was just I took it and then quickly sold it. But it was a tiny position. So yeah, learning, I think it's just playing with those small positions is so good because you can make so many mistakes before you blow up your account. So I highly recommend it for all of those who are struggling in trading, rather than just going big positions. You're not going to last very long. At least I give myself a chance to trade another day with those tiny positions. But I see that I returned kind of like today. I wanted to do and see if I still remember if my system actually works, that I can actually trade. So I've decided to take those few trades just to see. But yeah, it still shows me that I'm not. I still am losing. I'm not trading at the right time. The funny thing is, what I observed is like I had my fingers on a keys, and I wouldn't get in a trade. Like in the last month, there were a few occasions when there were good opportunities to make some money, and I wouldn't trade. Obviously, there were some that would go against me anyway. But I kind of like, even with these trades today, I found it. I'm so much more comfortable when the stock is not moving as quickly, so I have more time to process the information and close the trade. I can think about it a few times. And when the stock is very volatile, it seems that I don't know what my risk is. And if I put my stop quite close, then I'm kind of seeing it as it will surely get hit. So I don't want to take big risks. And those setups that are good with low risk, with where I know where my risk is, are very infrequent. Like they hardly happen. And yesterday, even on AMC, there was this entry. Mm, let's just go back to it. Um, this entry was actually at the time that I decided I'm not going to be in front of the computer, because that was the only stock that was moving. And I actually at the time it didn't look like it's going to go, and I was really tired from sitting in front of the computer and learning and stuff. So I just said I'm going to go away from the screen, and that's when it actually broke. um, so yeah, it's clearly visible now when in hindsight, isn't it? But I was in front of the computer, and that was one. Yeah, looking at it, that was the only setup that I missed. And then was there another one like this one? If I tried to take this one, that failed. There's nothing else that I can see. Well, you could. Okay, yeah, no, okay, sorry. This was one I remember had it marked yesterday. Obviously, in hindsight, I could have done this one, maybe this one here, but then I don't think that was a good one. This one was better. I think after it held the 20-day, and it then built higher lows, probably some increasing. Well, still good volume, but not actually increasing compared to the others. But yeah, that could have been a good one with good risk reward. Um, but yeah, two setups really. So I don't think I was even in front of the screen when it was here, because I came at 2 p.m. So that was around here. Yeah, so that was just, I guess, after that. Anyway, so what I'm observing is that I find it hard to trust myself or trust the market. Well, how can you trust the market? But I find it hard to trade when the stocks are so volatile. But this is the time to do it when there's lots of interest in it. There's very good liquidity. Otherwise, yeah, I'll keep losing money, I guess. It just, yeah, I don't know. All right, let's have a look at the other one, BNGO. So that was one trade. Let's have a look at BNGO. BNGO. I think I'm gonna go. Oh, that's from yesterday. Hold on. Here it is. So similarly to what I've shown you on AMC yesterday, we had this, and today, this triangle, and it looked at the time like this might be a similar setup. I actually had these lines drawn a little bit differently. It was like this because at the time it looked like that. So I thought, okay, it looks great, and I tried it here. What time was it? Yeah, 12:20. I thought, oh, okay, it's gonna break and it's just gonna go wild, especially after this candle. It was higher volume, so I thought it would go, and it didn't. Then I tried again over here, um, and then it sold off again. So I closed it there. Obviously, I had it. I had my stop. I think 5 cents below. Yeah, and it's obviously somehow it's got triggered at the bottom. Obviously, so like algo's hunting for my stop. Um, so yeah, tried this one, and it seems everything's selling off. When as soon as I'm in it, it sells off. So yeah, I just have to avoid those. Anyway, I'm glad I tried today. Just my system works. It responds the same way as it did last month. So all good in that respect, and hopefully, um, I might be able to get into some trades on Monday. So yeah, in terms of the market, it is interesting what we're seeing and what we've been seeing after such a long spell uh, of of trading opportunities. We have a really quiet period, and people have to get used to this new environment. And I remember listening to a podcast once, but there was some kind of very successful trader, and he said, you know, when I lose money, like, and he's talking about some, tens or hundreds of thousands. And remember, there's the next day I can always make up for that loss. And he was saying it as if the markets always are going to be hard, because that's what he's been used to in the recently. But that's what recency bias is. Uh, you just remember the last few weeks, last few months. You forget how quiet the market can be, and there's hardly anything to trade. Like I know the swing traders have really hard time at the moment, um, because there's hardly there are setups. I mean, there are hardly any setups. If there are in growth stocks, then they fail straight away, and they are trading water, and or they lose money. Simple as that. So it's best to stay on the sidelines, and that's the reason I'm also staying on the sidelines. They say that um, for day trading, there are always opportunities, but for me, being inexperienced in this, like having it so quiet and only starting uh, in the live account, I better just watch, because I think in the last month I would have lost even more. Like this shows me exactly. But yeah, I'll try to do better, and try to learn from. Oops, I'm hitting the mic over there. Try to learn from every mistake. I analyze all of them, and it shows me at the moment that yeah, I shouldn't be trading this sort of quiet periods when the stock is actually um, uh, much quieter, and it's Friday. It seems that it's not much going on. Um, AMC also kind of got quiet. This is actually a downtrend at this point, so I shouldn't be trading that. I have to try to get into the stocks when there's momentum in it, when it's trading upwards with no resistance above, because there are some people trapped in here and they want to get rid of the shares for break even, and so this is causing additional barrier to actually go higher. So when it's clear skies and you can see the momentum in a stock that everyone is interested in it, that's the time to trade it. Um, but you may actually have to think about it, that I might lose a little bit more, but then the opportunity is much greater, and there's a tide that's going uh, the right way, rather than fighting against the tide as I did over here. So that's just very silly. So I'm gonna end this now, and I'll try to be posting when I'm gonna make some trades or some other times. But it just feels so. It feels so I don't know, so silly to actually show you like another losing day of trading. And I know it's tiny money, but it's still something that I'm trying to do. But it just shows you how hard it is really uh, to make money in the stock market. Um, and day trading is definitely really much harder in live than it is in demo, and it just shows you like how can I pick like those every time that it's just selling off. Look, so that's the one. Straight away as I got in, it sells off. Um, Bingo, exactly the same. As I go in here and then I close, it just trades lower, right? Now it's trying to reclaim um, what is below the view up as well. So I don't know. I'm done. I've done enough for today. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.